You see that? Welcome to Pluto and Aquarius, beloved. Welcome to Pluto in Aquarius. Source is really guiding this message, though. Because I was actually going to record this message, not exactly right now, but I turned on the incense as I was preparing to do this recording, and I saw how that light was just showing. I said the collective has to see this. Things in life may not have been easy, but in all actuality, they're simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Pluto in Aquarius, y'all. You have been developing abilities, ways of processing thoughts, ways of processing what you feel. And now that we have Pluto in Aquarius, 3/23/23, that's 33322. Two, if we're going to add this 2 and 0, but that's judgment. But when we speak of Judgment Day, it speaks of, first and foremost, change. And that's Pluto. Pluto is all about that transformation and that change. Ending, stepping into new beginnings. When you really see it from an eagle's point of view, you realize that there is no beginning nor end. It just continue. But however, as you dip a little bit lower into this density that we're in, you'll feel the endings and the beginnings. So that is a powerful feeling in itself, that you can feel endings and you can feel beginnings. You can celebrate or be on the opposite spectrum of celebration when it comes to either or. But nonetheless, that is the human experience. But with Pluto in Aquarius, the human experience speaks of longevity. It speaks of a heightened frequency, heightened levels of electricity flowing through your body. We call this the apocalypse because not everyone is prepared, but everyone has had the time, the lessons, and challenges to prepare. But you here, beloved, you have been preparing yourself. And if this is your first time seeing me on this channel, welcome. I am Goddess, High Priestess, Empress Albala Pantera. Welcome. Welcome to heaven on earth. First, we gotta fix some things here. The way I have these cards already pulled out and the message that I'm feeling from it, I have the have the Hanged Man. I was about to say the High Priestess because I did see the High Priestess as I was shuffling through. And that's another thing. I was going to pick these cards up and do a whole nother spread, but obviously everything is happening in its divine order, and I'm going to pay attention and align myself with that order to provide you with these messages. So we have the Hangman, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. I'm going to show you the images, but this is the energy that I picked up from it as I sat here and observed what was going on with these cards. And I'm seeing how the Hangman is literally looking at this Ten of Swords figure. And with the Knight of Swords coming up after the Ten of Swords, like I said, I'll show you right after I tell you this. This is an energy of you being at a point of rest while everything around you was being recalibrated. Wow, the anchor on my bracelet went into the notebook. It was picking up the notebook, anchor, notebook, anchor, notebook. It's very similar to the way I'm seeing this Hangman next to this Ten of Swords, where you are the Hangman and you're also the Ten of Swords. But the knight in shining armor comes through the process of thought. There's a lot of Mercury and Neptunian energies with these cards here. So there's something that you're seeing much clearly. You're able to process what it is that you're seeing. You're able to become more logical about what is not logical. And all of this is happening because your body is flowing at a much faster rate. The DNA within you is being recalibrated to a way that's going to allow you to live much longer. Those who are not prepared for that concept and perception of being have a different journey. But you, beloved, who is prepared to advance within your body, within your spirit, within your soul, within your mind, welcome to Pluto in Aquarius. And here's the message that you have. Let's see here. The Hangman with the Ten of Swords. This is what I'm saying, that you have been asleep during the process of everything that has wounded you was actually being removed from you. It's like the infinite creator of all has done a scan on this earthly realm, on this planet, and that scan was pulling out the swords from those who were willing to pull out the swords, pull out this old way of thinking that is not in alignment to evolving at a rate that will allow you to live much longer. Because Aquarius has to do with the electrical impulses within the body, which speaks a lot of potential. And Pluto is all about change. Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto has to do with getting to the depths of deep, sensitive, psychological areas in your life that would either prevent you from transforming, or once handled and recognized, allows you to move forward. You, as the body, have free will. You have free will. You always had it from the moment that you came here. That message was also explaining mental health. Mental health. You either love or you hate. You either love or you hate. Do you speak the language of love or do you speak the language of hate? Many on this planet have expressions misconstruing it with their intention. Some say they have intentions within their expressions, and that intent comes from hate. But the lack of mental stability makes them feel as though that intention is rooted in love. And that only comes from the knowledge and the way of being of tough love. Love isn't a tough thing. Love isn't tough. Tough in the sense of a challenge, but that could also be expression as far as tough. So this is why the message is be mindful of what it is that you're saying is just an expression, because in this age, while Pluto's in Aquarius, those same exact expressions could uplift you or put you in the pits. We have the Chariot coming through. Cancerian energy, number 7. With the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is something you're getting excited about taking the reins of your life, knowing that there's a lot that you can do to heal yourself and transform yourself. And then we got, again, the Hangman. I'm going to pull one more card and we're going to have to clarify these. Some of you have to release the reins of a past life here, in this current life, of things that no longer serve you. Yes, release the drama. Going back to the form of expression, Saturn and Leo. There's certain expressions that some of you still use that has you in this position of a standstill when you're wanting to move forward. Leap of faith here with the Fool card. What are these cards? Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Divine intervention of balancing the masculine and feminine within, but this is also a meeting of the minds here. This is the North Node symbol. So those of you who are in alignment to your true north, where you're supposed to go, with what your purpose is, with really merging it with the South Node, things that you have already mastered to help you to move forward along this path of your life when it comes to your North Node now. Some of you may have a North Node in Taurus, Libra, or Cancer. This card here, the Two of Cups, is a Venus and Cancer card. Now, with Venus and Cancer energy, this has to do with something that's going on within you, your personal core values about the way you feel. You coming to terms and accepting your personal core values about what you consider love to be, what you consider hate to be, and not having that in between is what's going to help you to close out this cycle and be open and receptive to the divine stepping in and closing this out and releasing all of those swords out of your back. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, excuse me, with the Page of Pentacles. So some of you may have released certain thought patterns that you were connected to because of an old way of thinking when it came to collaborating with others. Others of you are releasing collaborations that no longer serve you. And in that release, you're now being open to, you're now being connected to the physical manifestation of a new path. Step by step in the physical. Page of Pentacles is something earthly, it's something you can touch. We have the Temperance card coming up after that with the Page of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Cups. This is definitely something worth getting excited for. Some of you are about to step into the most beautiful partnership of your life. And if you're in the partnership, it's about to blossom into the stages that you both knew you were capable of, because you know, Pluto and Aquarius, I know. I desire, I transform. Pluto, Scorpio energy. I know, Aquarius. This is just a channel message. When I go live, we'll be doing where Pluto and Aquarius will be for you as far as the houses. But right now, this is just a channel message, okay? Got the Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Everything happened in divine timing. Everything happened in divine timing. This is somebody, this is those of you, you knew you were the light in the midst of the darkness here. Yes, you are the light in the midst of the darkness here. So it was in the middle. Okay. You are the light in the midst of the darkness. You already knew that in this resting period that I was telling you about with the Hangman, with the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which was these two cards here. Are they out here? Yeah. They're actually in the middle now. They're in the middle right now. With the Ten of Wands. This is what I'm saying. There was a burden that was being released while you were in a different state of mind or in a different realm. Okay. Because this Four of Swords speaks, it's the card before battle. You're getting rest, but you do have access to this Sword of Truth. And this Sword of Truth, you're only using it one last time to clear yourself out of whatever this is that had you feeling wounded as the strong warrior that you are. You're full of love, but there's been cycles of wounds here, okay? Cycles of wounds with this Ace of Cups that will take you away from this unconditional love, or the actually, when I say taking you away from the unconditional love, is making you feel like that it doesn't exist because of the conditions or the ifs. If you're going to do this, if you're going to do that, if this is what you're going to do, then I'll believe you when it happens. That type of perception. See, when you move, shout out to my 20. When you are moving with the energy of this planet and you have a clear understanding that you vibrate with the energies of this planet, that you move with the cycles of this planet, with the universe. You know that you are God. You overstand when you're saying I am. Every time you say I am, you realize that this is speaking of the consciousness within you, the God within you. And with that being said, you have become the light in the midst of darkness, where you have actually exposed, without wanting to, you have exposed what we would call the false prophets. You have exposed those who claim to love but don't know what love is, because they have chosen to not fully detach themselves from the emotional wounding. Now that is a truck, but that's a garbage truck. That is a garbage truck, a legit garbage truck. Okay, 7:35 on the time. That's a garbage truck. It's time to take all the garbage out. This is what I mean about exposing the energy by you just being yourself. See, your intent was to bring in love, but that love has exposed a lot of low vibrational forces. Because I don't want to call it dark and I don't want to call it light, but I will call it low. So much so that it's low enough to not want to rise up, and it wants to pull everybody down with it. While also having the free will to rise up, but choosing not to. Now, that choosing not to could also be connected to an energy that is that. Is what? Is a frequency that wants to never rise from the ashes. Everything has its purpose now. It all has its purpose. The mantis beings comes out first, also holding the cup. The same Ace of Cups. Collective, when I tell you the amount of frequencies, beings that we have here from other planets, heaven is on earth. Heaven is on earth. We are in judgment season. We're getting a taste of what Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years will be, because it'll go retrograde May, which would be it going back into Capricorn energy up until 2024. 2024 January is when we have the full-blown energy of Pluto in Aquarius. But from now, I want to make sure of that here. So Pluto will be going into the sign of Capricorn June 11th. Between now and then, Pluto in Aquarius is going to doing a lot of exposing when it comes to higher hierarchies or high hierarchies. Anywhere in this world where people may not have been to just be themselves and choose what they want to do. See, this is where you're going to get a clear understanding of what it is that must go. See, some of you have belief systems that may be hard to let go because, one, you're very respectful of those who came before you. And you're also aware that your ability, your power, can put people in this, what we would say, the hot seat. And you don't want to put anyone in a hot seat, but you must always be yourself. Never stop being your authentic self. Do not allow that to cost you living your life, being yourself, because being yourself, is you shining a light on a lot of things. Simply you just being the light. Some people can't take that, like the sun. They got to get into the shade. It's too hot. It's this, that, whatever. In moderation. But some people, without even getting to that point of moderation, can't even be around you because they can't celebrate, let alone they can't tolerate themselves to let alone celebrate you or themselves. And you hear the language of love or hatred clearly when it comes to those who know themselves and who don't. This Pluto and Aquarius energy is going to pinpoint that out very well. So don't resist change, collective. Do not resist change, not one bit. Because Pluto is going to create this upheaval of destruction to bring forth this transformation. Because it's time. Let me look at this here. We have the Andromedans that came out in reverse, going against free will. Because upright, it speaks of autonomy, free will, and manifestation. And it came out in reverse. See, some of you are so sensitive and so gifted. This is the time for you to show out. This is the time for you to break through. This is the beauty of tower moments right now. Okay, this is the beauty of tower moments right now. Let shit get shaken up. Let it get shaken up. Go deep within. And remove anything that's connected to the collective subconscious that you are also connected to that does not serve you. This is the third time the Ten of Swords comes out. The third time. Two of Swords, Moon in Libra, Mercury, Sun in Gemini. Ten of Swords. Let me clarify that because the third time it came out. I feel like a part of you up to this point has been present in the physical to handle all of the things that you've handled within the last 10 years. But it's like it was, you were shielded. You were experiencing these energies, but you were still shielded from what it could actually, what its intention was in penetrating you. This planet is being cleansed. There's nothing in this world that will get you from going against what it is that you want to do. Ashe, High Priestess with the King of Wands. From what you want to do, your gut instinct. You're being revealed a lot. You're being revealed so much about your inner wisdom, how much of a leader you actually are, and how much beauty you are holding space for when it comes to connecting with your willpower. But this is a level of innocence here. This is a very strong energy about your imagination. Can you imagine yourself in a position of power in your own life, where you have all of you back to you? Can you see yourself in a position where you actually take the reins and move in a way that it resembles you, trusting your gut instinct, trusting the soul? Strength. Again, with the solar plexus energy. Wow. The Emperor in reverse. Let's see why that is. Okay. This is also an Aries card. So immediately what came through, as we were just mentioning before, heaven on earth, that's what this is giving. This is giving heaven on earth. Yes, this is someone who's not in their power. Someone who is an emperor and allowing a king to run their world. No, absolutely not. But you're realizing who you are here. You're realizing who you are with the Hermit. You are the star. This Hermit is holding a lantern with the star, but you also have that star symbol on this pentacle. Something about the color gold here. Not the color gold, but well, color gold, yes, but also gold. What's the Emperor in reverse? Just the way you love. That's literally playing right now. Okay, well, 749 sources like focus on love, bring love into the situation. That's actually the new moon in Aquarius card. Let me get these moon cards. This is also the season of divine unions, true divine unions that is really going to help uplift this planet. Because one thing about this Pluto and Aquarius generation, that which is going to be on this planet is what can withstand the high voltage of the electricity that flows through the body, the upgrades of the DNA that allows you to do things that people would consider taboo or will call people crazy for. There's gonna be conversations where people be like, yeah, girl, I just moved the remote from one side of the room to the other. He was looking for the remote and he couldn't find it, thinking he was crazy. But all I did was I told him I moved it from one side to the other because he didn't see me moving physically. He thought I was joking. But he know the type of time we in. We can move things with our mind. Be able to make the first move. Adjustments are required. Make the adjustment. Make the adjustment as you're very close to achieving your goal. Just be bold and then just do whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing all this time and you know it'll liberate you. That's the message for somebody. If you know what it is that you've been thinking about is going to liberate you, just go ahead and do it. Do it with whatever you got. Do it with whatever you got and let the divine work the rest. Something here is being adjusted though, as far as there could be an upgrade happening for this masculine is extremely attractive, being developed into an emperor. They may have been able to get whatever it is that they wanted whenever they wanted because of their physical appearance. But now things are changing where they may have realized that that's not enough. They want something that's a lot, much more solid. They want something that's spiritually connected, one that is a connection to their spirit and their soul. And now we got the Five of Coins with the King of Swords. Yeah, because they know exactly what they want. They don't want just the moment. That's another thing. It's like on a collective base. It's everyone is getting this this jolt within their body, within their minds of what it is that they want, because they know that they want it. So that's the main thing you want to focus on right now, collective, is that know what it is that you're asking for. Know what it is that you're asking for. And on top of that, go through the process you're supposed to go through. Because that's another thing about this energy too, where you could be seeing the truth of people who say they have, their best, saying that they truly are there for you. And when push come to shove, when things ain't working at the time frame that they feel like it should be working out for you, based on their timing, they're no longer there, or they feel like you're not worthy, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So one thing I can say is, I know that the message just now went from one thing to the other, but best to believe that all of it, best to believe, because I know they're all connected. So what I'm giving you the message of is different areas of your life where there could be certain things that are going on that is causing this to happen in another area. If you notice that you make a transition or change in one area of your life and another area begins to blossom, it's a reason for it. They may be so far disconnected from what is what. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the King of Wands and the King of Swords are polar opposite. So it's like an energy of someone cheating themselves out what it is that they wanted until it has been revealed to them. How did this revelation come in? Let me see how this revelation comes in here. How did this revelation come in? How did this revelation come in? You could have Pluto going through your 5th house, 11th house. Pluto in the 11th house, that's Aries rising. Yeah, Pluto in the 11th is Aries rising. Aries sun, rising. Revelation came through, looking deep into a situation here. But this came through randomly, because this is the magnifying glass in reverse, and that's number 44. Let me show you again. Something caught you by surprise here. Yeah, we got unexpected income. Marriage. Some of you could be finding out about certain partnerships that are no longer moving forward, because that's another thing about Pluto and Aquarius. This ain't the time to be playing. Because Aquarius is the rebel. It speaks of harmony, but it's a rebel for harmony, not disharmony. There we got the anchor, and that literally picked up my notebook. Anything that causes anxiety is going to be brought up for you to handle it to a point where it's going to be so intense through your nerves. That's one thing about this Pluto and Aquarius that people really want to be mindful of, is the nervous system. Okay? Anything that you have a habit of doing is just this. Because Virgo also is the nerves. What's this? Storm. King of Wands again, though. And I'm clarifying the High Priestess that came out with the King of Wands. Let me continue this here so I can get some more. Yeah, that's the stormy energy right there, where it's just taking the mask off of anything that wasn't stable. And this could also be gaslighting. People who you looked up to, that you respected, that are actually highly mentally unstable. Okay? Where you can hear in their verbiage where they have so much hatred and so much aggression that they don't know how to utilize it for what it can be used for. If you're gonna use that aggression, they're gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Go and work out and make and strengthen your body with that. Not use it to put someone else down because you can't handle yourself. The Tower. 6 of Swords. 619. 6 of Swords, King of Wands. 6 of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. I feel like there's whispers in your ear of like different beings around you that are really moving you and working with you. Some of you can see them. Some of you are just being able to connect with these other frequencies that are around you. There are so many portals that are open just within even your space. Knight of Wands and the Whip. The Whip and the Broom. Number 11. Now, that's literally a spanking as we out here cleaning this up. And I said as we out here because I feel source energy cleaning things up here, bringing in this upheaval with the Tower to move forward from any mental blockages that you may have had when it comes to what you know. Gaslighting yourself about what you know. Yeah. What's this risk? Some of you are definitely stepping into a new partnership here. Or there could be energies that were blocking a certain partnership or collaboration that you were around that was enabling you to not see the possibilities of working with certain people or doing certain things that's going to allow you to stabilize yourself or to have a solid foundation. It's like taking the love out the energy here. There's some form of conversation that was taking the love out of just taking the love out of wherever love was supposed to be. Because they don't love themselves, because they don't know themselves. They're so disrupted with themselves. And they're not bold enough to make these adjustments that are required. But listen here, with Pluto and Aquarius, it's not going to wait for you to make any changes now. The planet knows what it wants. The planet knows what it wants. The same way you know what it is that you want. You may have been gaslighting yourself about it. No more. No more. I could feel the energy. It was like, that was good enough for that. What's the final message here? Nothing is yet set in stone. There's a message coming in here from the lover for some of you with this. leads to great fortune, or this could be a message about something that you have been wanting to do, that you love to do, that you're not able to do once these other energies are removed and you're stepping back into your power. Once this revelation is clear to you about what you felt deep within your gut that was having you left out in the cold, and you've known this all this time, but now you're facing it. Now you're facing it. Now you're facing it. Some of you have an unexpected marriage that's coming through here. And you may not even know that this person is a wealthy person. So this could be an energy of they may move a certain way, could look a certain way, and you expect the wealthy person to appear one way, but this person is coming in much differently. So this is like bringing love into the situation, seeing everybody for who they are, because everyone has a message for another. By judging somebody by their appearance it's not going to benefit any of you. When that same person that you feel like who may not be worthy, or some people may feel like that about you because you do this or you've done that who are you to tell them anything further, because you may not even be in a position where they feel like, well, if you have all this knowledge, why aren't you there? But this could be the same people that have the same knowledge but haven't done anything nowhere near what you're doing with the knowledge that you have. And you are in the process of evolving. You are in the process of gaining the fruits out of your labor. But these people haven't even put the work in, but say, here, I'm going to say something to you. While you locking in that union within yourself. Locking in that union within yourself. 327, that's in 4 days, as a matter of fact. And this is 13, the wealthy man, 4 days. Something for some of you can change within 4 days. It's like some of you have to be in a position to see how far certain people will take it so you can fully walk away from it without remorse or guilt. Yep, Ace of Coins, Ashe. Yep, put in something to rest here. That's right. That's your message, beloved. I love y'all, and I'm going to see you the next time. Just make sure notification bell is on so you know when I go live or when I post the video. I love you, love you, love you, love you.